Previously on Trails in the Reverie, Dr. Novartis held Dr. Salin and Erica Russell hostage in the factory. He then summoned McBurn to fight the party, but the latter turned out to be a flawed clone of the original Blazing Demon. Finally, Novartis blew up the lab and Lloyd nearly got trapped inside, but Noel used her motorcycle to save Lloyd.
What?
This is...
There's no way! Get away from the center of the room! Now!
Splitting the party. Yup, this is gonna suck.
Oh boy, what an interesting trap that was.
Rennie?
Rennie!
Are those the real ones or not?
There you are. We're so happy to see you.
No, I don't think they've. Did they? I don't think they ever learned about Ren's true identity.
We've missed you so much.
Papa. Mama. I've missed you too.
I knew it!
But only the real you. I've accepted that I'll never hear you call me that again. You can pipe up now, Professor.
Dear, always sharp as a tack.
You and Campy are the only ones who would get a kick out of something so perverse.
I'll take that as a compliment. But it does sting that you went out of your way to destroy them. I made those two just for you.
Well, I don't like playing with dolls anymore. I'm all grown up.
Or is it that you hate Mama and Papa dearest so for abandoning you, that you wish you could rend the real thing?
I could never. They even invited me to lunch just the other day.
Did they? Well, that is delightful. Oh, I wish I had known that earlier. Then I could have invited them here instead of wasting time building you new toys.
If you lay so much as a finger on them, I will hunt you down and tear you piece by piece until not a shred of you remains.
Charming, but highly unnecessary. I was joking. I'm much too busy to fool around with things that don't aid in my research.
You'll never change, will you?
All that means is that I've always known what I've wanted out of life. Which bids me to ask, I don't suppose you have any interest in returning, do you? Oh, you are such a superb subject that it still pains me to this day to have lost you.
That's about as sweet as you can get. But no, I have no interest whatsoever. Even if I were, my meddling brother and sister would stop at nothing to drag me back home.
That is regrettable. Oh? It would seem I have guests. We'll have to do more catching up later. If you can make it to the other side of the studio alive, that is.
I'm used to traps like these, but I hope the other four are all right.
Is being left alone with me making you that nervous?
It's not because of you. I was simply more able to put on a brave face in a group. To tell the truth, I'm really very frightened.
I didn't know dolls could experience fear.
You've seen me afraid countless times.
I more thought your programming resulted in certain mannerisms after the right conditions were met. How funny that I was overthinking you being a mere scaredy cat.
There's nothing wrong with being scared when something is scary, okay?
then what can possibly instill fear in a young lady able to strike down monsters many times her size?
The thought of whatever comes next. There may be something here that really can restore my memory bank. And that frightens me.
Was that not your goal from the start?
It was, or so I thought it was. But now I'm starting to wonder if it's what I want after all. I'm amazed how much can change in a few days. I've already gained so many new, fun, interesting memories after meeting you, Nadia, Swin, Ren. Every new discovery has been worth its while. They all come together to make the me I've been with you, the real me. But if I'm the real me now, then what does that make who I was before? My body and heart aren't real, but the memories I've made with you are real. They belong to me, and only me. What if who I was returns to dilute who I am now? What if it takes away all these things I've come to see value in? Who will I become then?
Why am I here? What is my reason for being? Who am I? You'll be...
Are these prototypes?
Well, this is in rather poor taste.
I'm Lapis! Who are you? Who? Who? Who are you? Who are we? Who are you? Lapis? Lapis! Lapis! I'm 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 Lapis! No, you aren't! Lapis is my name! 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 Why are you copying me? Why are you copying me? Why are you copying? Why are you copying? Why are you copying me? Why are you copying me?
Be careful.
Rufus! 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 I never knew there were so many copies of me. What does that make me then? If they're also Lapis, then... does that mean even being Lapis doesn't belong to me? I'm...
There you are. You are Lapis.
Rufus... Could you tell me apart?
Because you are who you are. Or did you forget? That applies to you as much as it does me. They can make as many identical copies as they please, and your memories may change with time, but you will still always be who you are.
But... I was talking about humans. Humans exist through their souls, but dolls don't have those. Our memories are all that tell us who we are, and those can be taken away from us so easily.
It's just as easy to take away a human's memories. What makes you so certain that we even have souls? Where is the soul kept? Our hearts? Our minds? Does it pervade our entire bodies? The existence of a soul is but a theory. Only Adios will ever know the truth. So, How can you be so sure that we possess them and artificial life forms do not?
Because
You are Lapis. The one and only Lapis Rosenberg.
Are you sure?
I see they're not capable of producing tears. What feeble imitations.
Shut up! Stop copying me! My name and my memories belong to me! And you can't take them!
I knew it would come to this.
Help me, Rufus! Help me smash them all to bits! I'm Lapis! Here I go.
Do these guys have a speed boost on Abyss mode?
Perk up!
You deserve some praise.
Simpleton!
No!
All right.
Saintly Force on self.
Arcus, activate!
My turn! Initiating process. Releasing. Very well.
Miss Ripper.
And no! No!
Too late!
Nonsense! No!
I'll take care of it.
Take better care of me. I am Lapis. I shall. And bam! I am Lapis. Mess. Lapis is me! My turn!
Just barely in range. How the hell did we get separated? This game is so random sometimes.
Here I go.
On guard.
Arcus, activate!
No!
I'm glad I retained buffs between battles.
Take care of
That
it.
makes life a little easier. Even if Rufus is about to run out of gas.
My turn! Initiating process. Releasing. My turn!
Grimoire Arc.
I'm on the case. Hello, anybody home? So that's who I got. No!
Too late!
Take better care of me. I am Lapis. Mess.
I'll take care of it.
Won't let this chat.
All right.
Honestly, I'm gonna eat an EP charge just in case.
My turn.
There we go.
Perk up!
You deserve some praise.
On guard.
No! I am Lapis. Rufus! Very well.
Oh, we're closer now. Good, good. My mirror image.
Keep it up!
Very well. Play with me? Over here.
So many Lapises now.
Poor thing. I've spotted you. Well then. Bye-bye. No.
All right.
Let gang reign.
These swords are of those who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Held down! Brute gang reign!
Take better care of me. I am Lapis. Mess.
Target eliminated. May we continue on?
That'll teach you to challenge the real Lapis Rosenberg. See, their appearance was the only thing you had in common. I profess I'm no expert on doll making, but their inner workings more closely match the technology of the society's archaisms. Rosenberg Studio is indeed part of their 13 factories. But I find it difficult to believe a meister of his craft like Rosenberg would claim such slovenly work. What about you? What are you trying to say? That these aren't his work at all, they're imitations. You know, I believe you're right. That makes much sense. That they were able to construct imitations means the original data must also be here. Farther inside, I presume. Please let me save between all of these.
Not again.
I'm getting a really bad feeling about this.
How wonderful it is to see you again, my masterpieces.
What?
This can't be real.
How are you here? You're...
Dead? Do I look dead to you?
The Emperor.
None of this makes sense. Not him being alive. Not him having all the pieces of the monarch's regalia. We scattered those as far apart from each other as we could.
Now we can control gravity again.
Ah, yes, I will admit to requiring assistance in restoring them to their rightful owner.
From who?
From the new ruler of this land, to whom I have gifted my aid.
You're with the Supreme Leader?
Does that go for the rest of the organization too?
I act on my own. Neither the organization nor the other overseers are part of this. Let us not waste further time with pleasantries. That is not why I am here. Return to me. I'll see to it you face no punishment from the organization.
You think we'd buy that for a second?
This is not a request. It is an order. You are but tools, weapons forged and sharpened by my own hand. You even bested me, weakened though I was, and freed yourselves from the organization. Do not think such dazzling potential has gone unnoticed. So return to me and act as my masterful tools. I shall re-educate you, make you into the perfect weapons you are destined to become. There will be no foe you cannot slay.
You rose from the dead just to tell us that? Quit wasting your breath. We put our lives on the line to earn this freedom, and we swore we'd live like people from now on. And you think we'd go back to being tools? I'd rather die!
Oh? How intriguing that you can still move with the gravity so amplified. Have you grown accustomed to its weight?
You bet we have. We already know all your tricks, and we beat them once already.
But that was with a sneak attack.
Don't push yourself, Nadia.
I'm not. I'm fine as long as I'm with you.
Very well. Then I shall begin your re-education here and now.
How about we educate you on what staying dead means first?
We're sending you back to Gehenna, and this time you'll stay there!
It appears my tools are in need of refining.
It's me!
This is so bad. Let's move away.
It's me!
That's a lot of hit points.
Arcus, activate!
Flow! Keep at it!
You're out!
Ready?
Did they nerf his speed?
How shall we play?
Can you withstand this? Titanic pull!
Okay. Okay. Arcus, activate!
It's me! Arcus, activate!
Ha!
Yeah! How shall we play? Arcus, activate!
My reign is as the blade cuts. Be gone!
On it. Here!
Yay!
What?
It's me!
Carp!
It's me! Are you ready? Bye! Now!
Asking for it!
It's me! Are you ready? Bye! Got you!
Asking for it! On it. Keep at it!
You're out!
An impressive display.
Okay, we got through that phase.
What strength you gained since our last battle.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have to keep fighting off the organization's goons.
You truly are amongst the finest materials a craftsman could dream of. I am going to enjoy...
This is getting really old.
What?
Nadia?
When are you gonna drop the act?
Act?
You must have noticed by now that something's off about him. There's all these little differences in how he fights compared to before.
Yeah, you're right.
It's similar overall, but those little differences add up quick. It's in the slight shifts of your movements, which way you go to evade our attacks, or even the things you predict.
You are not the only ones who have changed since our last encounter.
He's been grinding in his own hyperbolic time chamber.
I'd buy that if any of these changes made you feel stronger. But you don't feel stronger or weaker, and I don't get the impression you're trying to fake us out. You've changed for no reason whatsoever.
What is your implication?
I'll get there. There's more that throws me off. The Emperor we knew believed himself to be an absolute ruler who would cut down those daring to betray the organization. So what's with you offering to forget us doing just that if we do something for you? Since when have you shirked the organization's needs for your own wants? These aren't little things like the way you fight. These just plain aren't you.
Wait, you don't mean...
Yep. This isn't the same Emperor we killed. This is an extremely realistic fake.
Ha! Spot on!
Who are you?
Why don't we leave that aside for the time being? You, young lady, have a keen mind, I must say. Few observe as well as you.
We're pros. We made sure he was deader than dead. And if he's teaming up with that fake Rufus, then him also being a fake is the most logical assumption to make.
Look at you. You can not only gather the pieces, you can sift through and give a sensible analysis of them in minutes. Oh, you are a treasure. What say you to becoming a test subject in my next experiment?
Huh? What's this guy on?
Whatever it is, I want none of it.
I was just thinking how I needed another biological component, and you would be ideal.
Ew. You didn't wait long after I said no to go hunting for another one, did you? Now I don't feel so special anymore.
Oh, one can never have too many quality specimens. Were you both to agree to participate, that would serve my needs well.
I'd rather you didn't try to poach my hired help. Thank you very much.
Nadia! Swin!
You got through!
Good to see you're okay!
Ah, our star cast has reunited at last. I trust you enjoyed the entertainment I provided?
Professor?
Is something wrong?
I tire of your interference! None may obstruct the re-education of my tools.
Will you drop that? We already know you're not the real Emperor.
That matters not. The original Emperor has long left this world. There are none left to claim otherwise were I to profess that I, with his power and memories, am the one true Emperor. My obsession with you two is all the proof I need to know who I am.
And it's all the proof I need to know you're a creep. S?
Yeah. Let's end this.
With this much backup? I can't see us losing.
Yeah, we're good.
Friendship. What a delightful concept it is. Joining hands and working toward a common goal, sharing your innermost thoughts, what a charming force for good. Which is why you have no right to experience it.
That was...
Nadia! Swin!
So you can alter your own gravity too, can you?
Only humans deserve friendship. I imagine you have yet to tell your new friends how you were raised and used as tools. Or how many lives you have taken, how much blood you have spilled.
Just shut up!
Do you think that pretending to be a human now will make it so? It will not. You are but weapons to kill on command, and you always will be. Nothing you do will erase what you have done. You can never be human! You do not deserve friends!
Stop bullying them!
Oh, you would stoop to defend these subhuman tools?
I'm afraid you picked the worst people to try and convince with your shameless tactics. You have no clue how blood-stained our pasts are, do you?
Being an assassin is child's play compared to the many grave sins I have committed.
And I'm not even human. So what defines one or gives one value isn't even the same for me.
Guys.
Hearing this only serves to turn my stomach. I have no interest in frittering away my time on none but my tools. But if you insist on obstructing me, then I shall finish you!
You're the one who's finished.
Was that enough time, Nadia?
Yep, you and the team aced it.
What?
Come on. You've got the Emperor's memories, right? You should know what my forte is. Analysis complete. I've worked out every minute difference between you and the original, even the full extent of your artifacts. To keep it short, your chances of winning just flew out the window.
You blasted!
Too bad, huh? We're the only ones who get to decide how we want to live from now on. And in our new lives, there's no space for you. Fake or real, it's time we buried our past for good!
What impudence! Know your place!
40 turns!
All right.
Now then.
Too bad.
Analysis complete.
My turn now.
Gonna start running far away.
On it.
Can you withstand?
Close! Keep at it!
You're out! How shall we play?
My turn now. Activating drive.
My reign is...
How shall we play?
Perk up!
Why, thank you.
Ready? Buffing!
What?
My turn now.
That barely slowed you down, huh?
Carve through!
My turn now. Activating drive.
There!
How shall we play?
Hey, am I making good time? I hope so.
I'll take care of it.
Buffing!
It's me!
Perk up!
Why, thank you.
All right.
Hey, you solve your buffs.
Now then. Activating drive.
Ready?
You bet.
Ready? They're down!
You're out!
Tools such as you should know your place.
Yeah!
It's me!
Ixian Vault.
All right. Arcus, activate.
Very well. Activating drive.
Okay.
Still got his buffs. Mark. Hope I don't screw this up. He's got a guard up as well. I'm just gonna use a normal attack. Fuck it.
O Monarch's regalia, gift me glory! Be crushed before me! Your time is up! Geo Ragnarok!
Please tell me that counts as magic.
How shall we play?
Crescent mirror again.
Here you go!
What?
Yeah! Yay! Very well.
Carve through! Shadow step!
Now then.
Ixian Vault him.
Activating drive.
We're making time so far. You still have insight.
Target locked. Keep at it!
You're out!
All right.
Ha!
How shall we play?
Okay, 10 more turns until, and hopefully I'll be able to make it.
Arcus activate!
Very well. Arcus activate.
Okay.
If only I could actually AT delay you. No such luck though. Maybe Birdie just use UF arts to get him closer to death.
All for one?
This is absurd!
Haha!
Could I
had to sacrifice some evasion builds, but it worked
I
out.
saw that coming. I saw everything coming. even perfection can stand to improve.
RP increased by 5. Haha, never have to do that again.
Cannot. Not here. I will not allow it.
Did we win?
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be a machine.
Do you think the Supreme Leader is one too?
Well, Rufus?
Who knows? I can only at most confirm I have no long-lost twin. Or some such thing.
Still, some machine, huh? None of the Professor's humanoid toys hold a candle to this one.
Hey, maybe we should take his Monarch's Regalia and use that gravity power for our own ends. Yeah, so we use it to just launch the Supreme Leader Rufus into the sun.
Must you be so critical of my work?
It's a ghost!
No, it's not. Probably.
Did you watch then? Enjoy the show?
How could I resist the urge? And it was so very fascinating, thank you. Still, if I might offer a rebuttal to your comment, the toys you mentioned were only meant to be that. Toys. And I poured my heart into them. I could have fashioned something with a little more flair. I confess, however, that a replica of his caliber is beyond my creative expertise. Not that I find it regrettable. I don't see any point in creating one in the first place.
We're dealing with technology even the Professor can't replicate? But then...
Would you be Professor F. Novartis, supervisor of the 13 factories?
Oh, forgive me. Have I not introduced myself? You're right, of course. If you don't mind my adding that I am also the 6th Anguis.
What if I had completed Rufus's part of this story first? Would he get his little introduction text right then and there, instead of on Lloyd's route?
Oh, I do wish we could have met earlier, but alas, the chance never presented itself during the Great Twilight.
Indeed. Although I much appreciated your technical support at the time.
I feel like I'm going to be arrested just for listening to this.
We might be better off not getting buddy-buddy with him.
No one ever is.
It is funny though, isn't it? First I aided you, and now I am aiding the other you.
I hope you're not claiming to be the mastermind behind the Supreme Leader and Crossbell. You aren't, are you?
Oh, don't be silly. I have shared my technical know-how, but the rest is out of my hands. Even if I were to help, the result would be the same. They just have to put a little less back into it thanks to my assistance.
Was your assistance in exchange for benefiting the Society's schemes in some manner?
Oh, no, not at all. Our hand in Crossbell and Erebonia largely ended with the conclusion of the rivalries. This is me acting out of intellectual curiosity. The Grand Master has no part in this.
You just do what you want, don't you? Although, I can't really talk. The heart wants what it wants, right?
Oh, indeed. And you couldn't blame me with this one. I never expected someone's preferred method of contacting me to be through reverse engineering the astral code.
What? How is that possible?
And now you understand why I couldn't pass up this opportunity. I agreed to help for the best seat to what has yet to unfold.
To summarize your position, Professor, your alignment with my replica is for personal reasons, and you have no intention of doing us harm on his behalf. Is that correct?
Very succinct. I wouldn't want to interfere too much and distort the results of this experiment.
Then it seems we have no problems.
So, Professor, you've piqued my interest. Won't you tell us an itsy-bitsy more about what has you so fascinated? I'd simply love to know.
Why, gladly! It's been a long time since something's excited me this much. Though not unlike a singularity at present, it's what comes later that will... how careless of me.
Almost got him.
As much as I'd love to elucidate, I think I've already said too much.
Oh, what a shame.
Now then, I think it's time I wrap this up. Oh, but what you're looking for just so happens to be on the other side of those doors. Seeing as I'm looking after Meister Rosenberg's studio in his absence, I would be a poor sport if I didn't point you in the right direction.
Did he ask you to look after all these renovations you made too?
Until another day. I'm very eager to see your future accomplishments.
So on the other side is...
Let's go.
I feel like I know this place.
Are your memories starting to come back?
Not quite. I don't remember being here. I just know this place.
Maybe this is where you were made.
So here's where our LP was born, huh?
I suppose if we're going to find the data we seek anywhere, it will be here.
I've never seen machines like this in my life.
Yeah. I don't have the first clue on how to operate this stuff.
Don't worry. You have me. If the data we want is still here, I'll restore it for us. Though to do that...
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. I'm ready. No matter what we find, it won't change who I am, right? You'll find me no matter what happens.
That I will.
Mind getting ready for me?
All right.
There we go. Done.
How are you feeling? You didn't forget us or anything, did you? I haven't. I feel fine, and I remember you just fine. Phew. But hardly any of my memories have returned.
Did we just waste our time coming here then?
Oh, it wasn't a waste. My memory bank is inside of me, but it's been locked. And I know the key to unlocking it. We just need to go and see someone called Ian, and then I'll be able to remember everything.
Ian?
Do I know any Ians?
If that's what we need to do, then our next destination is set.
Is he still in jail? Seriously, why didn't we just take all his items? That could have come in handy. Cleared Rufus's route because I already have all the people equipped.
We'll eventually reach the prison if we continue to follow this road. It was built adjacent to the police academy as part of the same complex.
Was it now?
Sounds like you're familiar with the area.
You could say that. I used to take walks around here every once in a while.
You really live on the wild side, huh? Not many people pass a prison when taking a stroll.
I didn't think she'd keep tagging along after we wrapped up at the studio.
Well, that concludes our business at the studio. What do you plan to do from this point forward, Ren?
I think I'll stay with you. I wouldn't be doing a good job looking after Lapis if I just left. Who knows? You might be the lead I need to find Estelle and Joshua.
She's dependable in a fight, but I get the sense there's something dark in her past, just like us. Not that I have any right to pry.
He's amazing, isn't he? There were so many dolls back there, and they all looked just like me. But Rufus knew who I was right away. Then he told me I was the one and only Lapis Rosenberg. It really was so amazing! Sure, LP, but the thing is, we've heard this story 3 times now. Isn't it about time you got some new material?
How did you pull that off, anyway?
Simple. I attached a transmitter to her a while back, in the event someone tried to steal her. She doesn't seem to have noticed, so that's been rather convenient.
Way to suck all the wonder out of the story.
It's probably for the best that Lapis didn't hear that just now.
Obviously.
Elysium.
Fresh air never tasted sweeter. Am I right, LP? Air has taste? I can't tell the difference. Speaking of air, I nearly suffocated under those fake dolls, but Rufus...
We know. Probably better than you at this point.
That's a lot of missions completed all of a sudden. I can still go to Reverie Corridor, but I might want to actually hop on the air routes first just to get some more people added, huh? Yeah, let's just do that. If I can get the Aegis Courts just by starting Lloyd's route, that'd be great.
Second Lieutenant Seeker checking in.
Oh, welcome back, Lloyd?
So you're here too, Fran.
I'm glad you're all right. And Kia, Tio, Wazzy too. Thank goodness you're all okay. After what happened at the ceremony, I thought...
Fran.
It's good to see you again. We're sorry for worrying you. Don't be silly. You all being here is more than enough for me. But, who are your friends?
Sorry for dropping in unannounced.
You guys have been camping out here this entire time? Man, the Crossbell police have got guts.
Is that who I think it is?
Lloyd, you're all right.
Hey, Franz. Kate. It's good to see you too, Inspector Donovan. Raymond?
Even the Vice Commissioner is out here. You're tougher than you look.
I could say the same about you.
Well, good to see you're in high spirits.
It really is. The CPD's missed you, Lloyd and team.
Well, we're back. Detective Bannings, reporting for duty.
Lloyd's team fled the scene after what happened at the military factory before the ADF could learn of the incident. Noel then led them to a point on the outer edge of the Knox Forest Road. Although the area was near a police academy which had reportedly been occupied, the Crossbell Police Department and its associates had managed to find a gap in the foe's defenses which led them to setting up an encampment. The wired connection is giving a clear signal. Great, let's finish setting everything up, Sharon. Gladly, my lady. I see what you're planning, because they're stopping us from accessing the orbital network wirelessly. You've come up with a workaround by using a combination of old wired communications and Arcus units. Exactly, we may be able to contact Armorica this way too. Especially since we have you, Elisa, Tita, and Fran with us. I'll show you what a skilled operator can do. Tio needs our help, so let's give it our all, Kia. You betcha, Fran. Well, I seem to have everything under control. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get the job done. I'm glad you were all able to make it out of the city. That couldn't have been easy. There were more CGF members with you originally, right? Yes, Commander Bales took initial charge of the police force when we were thrown into chaos by the attack. Randy, First Lieutenant Muriel, Dudley, and Chief Sergei were with us too. While we were helping the civilians evacuate, we came under attack again and we were separated from the others. We've been gathering information that might help us rendezvous with them. That's how we caught wind of the trouble at the military factory, which led to your excellent timing of saving our backsides. I'll say, I don't know what we would have done had you not shown up. It does concern me that we don't have contact with Randy and the others, but I know they can handle themselves. Same here, they're capable of looking after each other, so I'm willing to bet they're okay. Sounds like your group managed to gather a lot of useful info at the factory, Lloyd. We did, we uncovered details on the new Sauber Soldats and the name of some project. Could be a red herring though. I still don't know what to think of that simulacrum Professor Novartis telling us. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it. The professor was talking about him like he was a failure, but it was pretty damn strong if you ask me. I can't imagine he's the only one out there either. There's no telling who else could be impersonating a real person. Seriously? That's pretty freaky. You don't think there are any hiding among this camp, do you? I swear it isn't me. I'm real. Real, I tell you. I don't think he would ever want to clone you anyways. Please calm down, sir. If we start doubting one another, we're never going to get anything done. The man's right. We might as well just throw our hands up and surrender at that point. That's exactly what the Supreme Leader asshat wants. Speaking of Rufus, the skill with which he occupied the city and the charisma that he's shown in leading everyone all suggests he's the real Rufus. But that doesn't make any sense. I just can't imagine that everything he said was a lie. Even he isn't that much of a weasel. Yeah, our deepest thanks, Detective Lloyd Bannings. I know, look, figure something out. I was just speculating, but I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We still lack evidence. Let's keep focusing on the little things in front of us first. Good call. We've got decent numbers here thanks to the police, not to mention everyone back at the village. Speaking of which, I think Tita might have figured something out. Everyone, can you come over here? We've established a connection.
Hey guys, can you hear us?
We read you loud and clear. It's good to see you all again. And I'm glad you're all right.
I take it the investigation into the factory went well?
Looks like quite the team you're starting to put together over there.
It's not too shabby. Good to see you all are holding up too. It's me, Ollie. I'm sorry if we made you worry. Let me echo that. It's great knowing you're okay. I feel the same way. It's a weight off my shoulders seeing you two again. I didn't expect Lloyd, Kia, and Wazi to meet with so many friendly faces when they set off. Excellent work, everyone. It already feels like we've made a lot of progress. Hey, that's the power of teamwork, right, Lloyd? Exactly. So, have you all made any progress on gathering info on your end? We believe so. Major Arundel is still kicking up whatever he can find as well. Now would be a good time to exchange what we know. Would you mind getting us up to speed? So Speaker McDowell's doing a lot better. That's good news. Yes, I can't thank Cecile and the clinic staff enough for all that they've done. He still needs to take it easy though. My injury is almost fully healed too. It shouldn't pose a problem moving forward. Shanshan is also helping out at the inn now. She's in much better spirits than she was before. More good news. Take it easy if you have to, Risha. You don't have to force yourself. I won't. Thank you for the concern. Hearing what happened at the hospital struck a chord with me too. I feel as though I lost sight of our roots as well, and I need to face that fact as much as everyone else. Let's take it from the top and do it right this time. We can't afford to have any hesitations as we move forward. Well said, Ellie. Now we just need to find Randy and the SSS will be whole again. Nothing can slow us down with this many people helping us. Well, about that. Is there something I'm missing? Does this have to do with the information you have to share? So you managed to wrangle some info out of a few EDF goons patrolling the highway yesterday. It gave us a bit more of an idea of what they've been up to the past few days. Several of their elites are gathering in the northwest from the sound of it, for an operation to flesh out the CGF and the Red Reaper. Wait, that would mean... No, doesn't this sound familiar? It fits with what we learned the other day. The EDF are setting up a barricade in front of the tunnel on the mountain path for some reason. Oh, I thought that was where they were getting resources, but I guess that wouldn't be enough. It doesn't sound like a coincidence, alright? Unfortunately, that must mean Randy and the CGF are currently holed up in Mainz, and the Evan Defense Force has them completely surrounded. Even getting supplies in that area will be difficult. The terrain is surrounded by mountains, and there is no escape route. Luckily, Randy has experience holding the area with some of the guardsmen during the last bid for independence. They're likely in even greater peril than before, given they'll have to account for Sauber Solats this time around. We need to be prepared for significant casualties at the very least. This isn't sounding good, Chief. Another statement of the year there. We're in deep shit if the CGF falls to them. We can't afford to lose them if we have any hope of overthrowing the Supreme Leader. Can we get in touch with Mainz using the same way we contacted Armorica? We can turn the situation around if we coordinate with one another. That much is true, but using this means of communication in an area we don't know poses too great a risk. Our lives will be that much harder if our enemies learn of this method and put a stop to it. Good point. Lloyd. Yeah, there's not a moment to waste. We're going to their aid. Tio, friend, pull up a map of the Mainz Mountains for me. On it. I'll round up all the information we've gathered thus far. I'll help too. Are you planning to go by yourself? What will that accomplish? You don't have enough manpower to break through the EDF's defense and rescue them. It's too soon to be giving up. If our allies have been holding them off despite being so heavily outnumbered, then that means there's still hope. And now all eyes are focused on Mainz. That gives us our best chance of slipping past our defenses unnoticed. He's right, it's not impossible. Don't forget that Evan Defense Force is comprised of Erebonians. They won't be as familiar with Crossbell's geography as we are, even if they were stationed here before. I'm sure we can find a way if we all put our minds to it. So give us a hand, everyone. We can't give up on them. Didn't we once take an alternate route in order to get to the Red Constellation? You guys. They haven't changed, have they? Well, if you're not giving up, neither will we. Damn straight, it's too early to be throwing in a towel. This had better work. We'll keep gathering all the info we can and try to find a way to back you up. I wish I could drop everything and rush over to help personally, but that won't be possible. Actually, I may have a lead on something that could help our case. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, now you piqued my interest. We'll trust you to follow up on that, Ellie. We can all reconvene once we reunite with Randy. I'm sure it'll all succeed. Nothing will stop us from taking back the sea, and eventually Arkan Seal. And count on us backing you up too. We can afford to leave no stone unturned now that we know the society is at work here. Speaking of which, the area near the border of Erebonia hasn't been fully investigated yet, right? We could do with paying areas like that a visit. I was thinking of making my way to St. Ursula. It would be wise to share what we've learned about the wired connection with the Foundation. For record, my request is still ongoing, Agate Krosner. Better keep Tia safe. But this is the first and last time I will ever trust you with her. I don't need you to tell me to keep her safe. She's always safe with me. Don't worry. Good luck, Mom. I'm tempted to return to St. Ursula as well to let everyone there know I'm alright. But by the sound of it, I should stay here. I may be needed in Mainz. We appreciate that. There's no telling how many people may need medical attention. Let's work together and play to our strengths. That's how we're going to rescue the others. Group then immediately set about deciding on everyone's roles for the coming operation. The goal of getting past the EDF's defenses and reaching Mainz seemed impossible at first, but past experience had taught them of a route which seemed ideal for the circumstances. Lloyd and Noel, with her experience working together covertly in the past, agreed to form this vanguard and go first to secure the route. Wait, what? Meanwhile, a number of other members decided to depart to gather information and to help distract and divide the Evan Defense Force. Next day, March 21st. Dr. Salem and the remaining officers set up a base camp at the foot of the mountain path after bidding farewell to their departing allies. Further up the road, Lloyd and Noel made their way to the infiltration point. Only 2 people? That's not good. Well, here we are. We'll have to go the rest of the way on foot. The tunnel up ahead is where the EDF set up their perimeter. In other words, we'll have to go down the same cliffside from a few years ago to get around them. Exactly. Mark the spot on our map. Let's head there and stay alert. Now I finally have Aegis again. Seriously, it's been way too long. Alright, now to Rean. See if he gets anyone new.
This is Arya Shrine, then?
That's right. We came here during the Civil War 2 years ago, too.
The disturbance in the spirit veins has made it manifest once more. It's how we were able to swoop in and save the day.
It does seem like we'll be able to use parallel teleportation to go to Crossbell from here.
I see. Then we would request your aid, so we can finally bring this madness to an end.
Then it shall be given.
Sounds like the rest of our number have reached the other shrines. We're good to go at any time.
Thinking about it, this will be the first time both Class 7s have come together since Prince Olivert's wedding.
Yeah. Not the most festive of circumstances, but it sounds like we'll be needing all the help we can get. Ever since the Supreme Leader made his move, this land has been engulfed in chaos. The people of Zemuria aren't going to know peace until he's well and truly deposed. So let's go to Crossbell, where we'll end this once and for all.
Oh, Wayfarers, shadowlings from realms fantastic. Deliver us to the land of Terra Illusions.
The previous day. Took over half a day for the Republican Army to get the situation at their base under control and come to Nord's aid. They claimed to have no idea why our tanks and airships had started acting on their own. They were also clearly finding it hard to believe that all their weapons slated to be destroyed could have just disappeared. We owe you our deepest thanks for helping to avoid the worst case scenario here. I'll admit, I never thought the day would come when I would feel gratitude towards the Ashen Chevalier. We're just glad we were able to prevent a third party from igniting the flames of war all over again. A third party indeed. Understood. Our unit will be here shortly, it seems. We anticipate it will take several days to remove all of our weapons from the Highlands, but it should prove doable. Until that is complete, our army shall not interfere with one another in this region. Is this acceptable to you? Yes. We'll do all we can to make sure the discussions between our governments go smoothly too. I certainly hope you succeed. I'm glad we could convince them to give us the benefit of the doubt. They clearly suspect Erebonian involvement, but we can't dismiss the idea that this really was the work of the United Nations work either. Especially since they must know, as well as we do, that physically moving that many weapons in such a short time wouldn't be easy. I imagine they are still having trouble believing His Highness the Prince was abducted too. I'm not surprised. I'm still having a hard time processing what happened, and we were directly involved. The sudden appearance of that white divine knight turned the situation in the Highlands on its head. In the end, it disappeared before anything could be ascertained about its origin or objectives. During the chaos, the devices in the watchtower and on the giant statue, as well as the robotic Arios, vanished without a trace. This left us without so much as a single clue to work with. The Courageous 2 and Merkaba were also heavily damaged. Fortunately, there were no injuries among the crew of both ships, so it was clear neither would fly again anytime soon. Furthermore, we still had no idea where the sonorous seashell was, and as a result, remained unable to use the Round of 7. The United Nations also continued to block all communications, preventing us from learning about the situation there. Unfortunately, that left us in the darkness of the whereabouts and condition of Elisa, Machias, and Toa. The situation might have calmed, but we still haven't truly resolved anything. Your assistance would be a boon to us. Not that I intend to sit on my hands either. I'll be making up a way forward. I will see that they reach the capital safely. I'll be counting on you to do what you can on your end. Got room for a +1? I was dreading having to explain my way through the checkpoint. There was still a lot we needed to do in order to quell the chaos, but it was clear that sitting idly by was not an option. We knew we all needed to come together and plan our next move as soon as possible. That night in the settlement, you don't all need to stare at me like I'm going to faint at any moment. I'm fine now, honestly. His hair and eye turned back to normal. The words I'm fine carry a little weight coming from you. I couldn't agree more. We take our eyes off you for just a little while and look what happens. I really think that you're blowing what happened out of proportion. We only worry because we care, Rean. I'm genuinely grateful you saved the lives of my family, I really am. But we want to know what happened to you, too. So if you know, please tell us. Seeing your hair and one of your eyes change color like that reminded me of half a year ago. It made me think of how you looked when the curse had almost taken you over. Sorry, I really didn't want to worry you. But I swear that there's nothing wrong with me. I can't sense any curse hanging over me now. We're able to confirm that from Aaron that the Great Twilight is completely over. So it should be impossible for what happened to Rean to be connected to it in any way, but... I look to believe that too, but what happened seems to be suggesting otherwise. The changes in your appearance are not the only unusual part of what happened either. You were able to summon the Panzer Soldat from far away, were you not? Yeah, how did you even do that? It was one of the new ones from the branch campus's hangar, right? Yeah, from the new generation developed by Makarov. They still haven't been formally deployed, but they're stronger than the current generation that's in use. The Tierfing S was specifically developed for Rean and tuned to him, but that alone does not explain what happened. Right, it's not meant to be able to teleport or cut railway gun shells in half. You normally only expect that kind of power from Divine Knights. I think the whole thing was BS if it wasn't coming from you. But speaking of Knights, what's this about something that looked like when showing up? We're all wondering the same thing. Hopefully we'll know more when Rosalia and Yaris finish their investigation.
Ah, I see everyone is assembled already.
Have you managed to learn anything?
I most certainly did, but it was not easy.
I have a question for you, kiddo. Do you feel anything unusual other than the changes in your body when you saw that white contraption? Now you mention it. What is it, instructor? Don't you dare try to keep any more secrets from us. I'm not going to. I'm just having trouble explaining what I felt in words. The second I saw it, all kinds of images and emotions came flooding into my head. All at once. I can't remember what specific images and emotions they were, though. Really? I believe it was some kind of resonance phenomenon. You and that 8th Divine Knight resonated with one another. Wait, Divine Knight? You're convinced that it surely stands among your number, then? What do you mean when you say resonated? Now you mention it, that thing did seem interested in Rean somehow. It appeared immediately after Rean used that strange power, too. Wait a second, none of this is making any sense. Yes, you know as well as we do that it can't be a genuine Divine Knight. Calm down, I know very well what we were saying. I know there are only supposed to be 7 Divine Knights, and that they have all vanished from this dimension. The amount of flowing throughout it and the marks it left in the spirit veins leave no room for doubt. We can hardly afford to ignore that coming from the Elder of the Kin of Fire. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Unfortunately, I haven't a clue what caused the resonance to happen. Perhaps it's because you are a former Awakener, or perhaps the cause lies elsewhere. But either way, this new Divine Knight will likely be our biggest clue yet in learning what we're facing. Since its existence is even more of an impossibility than the advanced technology we've seen and the changes in Rean's body. I'm still having trouble processing all of this, if I'm honest. But I think I at least see what we need to be doing. Yeah, better to just do something than sit around worrying about it. We need to find the answers we seek, and then bring all this to an end. That's all there is to it. But Grandma, what brings you to Nord in the first place? We are fortunate that you are here, but I imagine your presence is no coincidence. Oh, I haven't explained yet, have I? I've been investigating something related to this case for a while now with a couple of helpers. I'll call them here now.
Celine, can you and Zeit come here for a moment?
If you insist. So much for that saucer of milk I was savoring.
There'll be others. Still, I didn't know you were here in Nord.
And in human form.
Only because it's part of my training. I'm not in this form by choice. I would have thought she'd be used to it by now, but it seems not.
I believe this is our first time speaking like this, children of Erebonia.
Zeit! I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You must be the SSS's Divine Wolf. He really can talk, huh?
Thank you again for coming to our aid yesterday. We would have been in real trouble without you.
The SSS told us about you. How you're a holy beast charged with watching over a Septarian the way Rosalia was.
That was once my duty, but I've since been relieved of it. Still, this continent is my home as much as it is yours. Thus, I have kept vigil over the land since the Great Twilight, particularly for distortions in the spirit veins.
I was under the impression that those distortions had disappeared after the Twilight met its end. They did for a while, but some time ago they returned once more. The reaction we sensed was strong enough to be called a singularity, but we were unable to piece together anything else. We've been combining our efforts to find out more ever since. Then yesterday, it finally decided to step into the spotlight for us. In other words, this singularity you're talking about, it's that Divine Knight. Indeed, we hurried to the scene, and even we were shocked by what we saw. Unfortunately, we weren't entirely sure where it is now. But after encounter, it appeared to set off in the direction of Crossbell. All roads lead to Crossbell, it seems. The distortion first appeared in Crossbell too. Testimony from the 24th Armored Division indicated that the vanished warships and the railway guns were sent there too. That was also where the Supreme Leader first appeared to sow the seeds of a new war. I'm sure Lloyd and the others are doing their best over there, but they shouldn't need to face this alone. Yeah, I'm sure Elisa, Machias, and Toa would appreciate our help too. If we want to find out the truth and bring all this to an end, I think we're going to have to go there ourselves. Commissant 2. We can't turn a blind eye to this either. All of our work related to the coup d'etat and the abduction are now finished. Yep, now we can fully dedicate ourselves to this. We should finally be able to gather in one place. I guess I'm gonna tag along. Thanks everyone, I don't know what I'd do without you. This begs the question of how we're going to get into Crossbell though. True, the Ebon Defense Force has the whole border fortified. We won't be able to rely on my Merkaba or the Courageous 2 for a while either. But given the current situation, we may have another option. Indeed. With the spirit veins stimulated, we should be able to open the spirit path. I think that is our best option, though it won't be easy to use that method to travel all the way to Crossbell. Indeed, the veins aren't as active as they were during the Great Twilight, and there are rather a lot of us. I think it will work if we teleport from different spirit shrines across the land. That'll take some groundwork to pull off, but I can help out with that. Sounds like we have a plan. We really are fortunate to have you all. We'll have preparations of our own to make, so how about departing tomorrow afternoon to suit tomorrow afternoon suit everyone? If nothing else, we'll need to make our way to the nearest spirit shrine. Alright, let's go with that. I'll see everyone tomorrow in Crossbell. Zeroth hour. I recognize this place. Yeah, wetlands southeast of Crossbell City. Lake Elm. This is also where Leanne briefed her last half a year ago. I thought it would be a safe place to arrive, given assistance from the city. I think that was an appropriate decision. Thanks for the help, Celine and Zeit. Think nothing of it, I didn't do much. I was happy to help.
It's funny how nostalgic it feels to be back here. I haven't even been away for that long.
It's Crossbell. Of course you feel that way. Don't worry. I'm sure your family is fine.
And we're here to make sure it stays that way.
Thanks. Both of you. You're right. I need to believe.
I'm surprised you were able to make it, Major. Finding and taking care of all Supreme Leader sympathizers in the army didn't sound like it would be an easy job.
Matthias Vander graciously agreed to take over the reins of that task. Generals Van Dyke, Zex Vander, and Craig are also taking direct roles in the effort. With the domestic situation in capable hands, I thought it best to focus on excising the problem at the root. And on a personal level, I want to know what Rufus is trying to achieve.
It's regretful that we're still none the wiser on that front.
The real Rufus said something about meeting next in Crossbell, didn't he?
He did. I'm sure we'll be meeting both the real and replica soon enough.
Hey, are you sure you're alright, Rean?
Yesterday must have put you through it, huh? Well, I'm not planning on pulling off anything like that again. So no reason for my family to get worked up.
Okay, as long as you understand. Zeno and Leo would hate it if something happened to you too. Don't forget that.
I don't know how they factor into this, but good to know.
Name-dropping them always works wonders.
I don't care what you do, so long as you come back with some good samples from my research. Even the Society isn't capable of making those devices or humanoid weapons. Just hurry up and get my materials back.
You must really be frustrated by their absence to have agreed to come with us, Professor.
At least we don't need to worry about any tech issues with you around.
So what are you all planning on doing next?
If nothing else, I want to further investigate the spirit veins.
I think we need to start by getting a solid grasp of the situation here. Our final goal is to apprehend the Supreme Leader and liberate Crossbell. But we need to proceed with caution.
Right. We don't know what's lurking behind him and what the EDF is up to. We just have to play it by ear for now.
Especially since we can't use the round of 7. If we screw up, we can't exactly reach out for backup.
That's very true.
It really hurts to not be able to communicate freely.
Looks like I made the right move coming here after all.
Was that?
Lictor!
Hey there. How's it hanging, guys? Sounds like you ran into some kind of hell in Nord.
How the hell are you always one step ahead, Scarecrow? And how do you even know we were here? Don't even try to say it was a hunch. He's the one person for whom I wouldn't rule it out. Just because we can't communicate with the outside doesn't mean there's no other way to find out what's going on. A guy could steal a transceiver from the EDF, for example. Oh, how cunning. I imagine that proved more difficult than you make it sound. Apart from that, I just know you guys. I figured you'd use that little hack of yours for getting around. Pair it with all your intel I figured you had, and boom. The fact that it came to Crossbell right before the ceremony was all instinct, though. I just figured something would happen. That intuition of yours truly is sharp. Who are you talking to? Who are you to talk about hacks and shit, Grumble? His acumen is impressive indeed. Wait, but if you've been in Crossbell this whole time. Yep, we've got notes to compare. Shall we? We would appreciate that. I'm so glad that Elisa, Machias, and Toa are alright. Yeah, and Lloyd and the others too. Can't say I've seen every one of them with my own eyes, but they're a tough bunch. I'm sure they're all still playing their parts. But it sounds as though the Evan Defense Force are even more of a, well, force to be reckoned with than we feared. Yeah, I really don't want to come up against those new Sauber Zoldots. We don't have any soldiers of our own, so we'll want to avoid head-on conflict. Especially if they have so many of them. Just how long have they been preparing for this? Ain't that the question? Personally, I'm more concerned about where all those weapons that vanished from Nord ended up. We were under the impression that they had been sent to Crossbell. But you say that doesn't match up with what you've learned. It sure doesn't. Besides, where would you even hide that much stuff in a small place like Crossbell? That's true. Active camouflage alone can only get you so far. You're saying the EDF never brought them up in all your time spying. That does suggest they really aren't here. Well, the only way to be sure is to check for ourselves. Alright, wait, you know where the EDF is positioned now, at least. The only place I've confirmed they have a presence around here are Michelin and a small number of roads. I'll leave it to you guys how to use the intel I've given you. Thanks for sharing it with us. It'll be really helpful. I think our best course is to begin by splitting up into groups and gathering information. I'd like to start by learning more about the situation at Michelin, St. Ursula, and near the sea. A prudent approach. Let's split up into groups then. Rean's group will be responsible for investigating Michelin. Select which members will accompany him. You can choose one of Rean's students. Okay, I only get to pick one person, huh? Honestly, Altina is probably the best choice just because that way I'd be able to have the absolute reflection in case I need it. Yes. Guess this is our team then. I haven't been to Michelin since the send-off party 7 months ago. We all owe a great deal to Unisfire for his help at that time, so I do hope he is in good health. I really hope we can make sure of that while we're there. I'm sure we can learn something. Try not to stress too much. Yeah, we'll find out what's going on.
Listen, Rean. I refuse to allow you to shoulder any more burdens alone. Not while I'm here. I've spent the past half year becoming stronger for your benefit. Rely on me, please. Without protest, without reservation.
I'm sorry for worrying you, Laura. I'll be sure to count on you. Battle or no battle.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Alright, we'll make our way to St. Ursula then. Sounds like the EDF aren't standing guard there, but be careful all the same. Should you find anything, inform us promptly. We'll make our way toward the sea. I'm hoping we can find some way to get inside of it. Should we find any elements of resistance, we'll offer our support. We're counting on you. Let's do this thing, people. We shall accompany them part of the way. Yeah, there's a spirit vein I want to investigate in that direction. Oh, speaking of Michelin, there are distortions in the spirit vein over in that region too. Be careful. We will. Thanks for telling us. I'll be counting you too, Celine. I know. If anything happens, I'll be sure to put a kibosh on it. Thanks. Sorry, I really hate to be such a source of worry for everyone. If If anything, what happened to you is likely our biggest clue going forward. You needn't apologize. Fear not, we shall keep watch over him. Yes, we won't let him do himself any harm. Hey, you hardly believe he's an instructor here. Sigh. Sucks to be popular, huh? There's clearly still a lot we have to learn, but I'm sure we can find some way out of this if we work together. So let's make for Michelin. I'm counting on you all. Right.
So it's back to the wetlands, huh? Reminds me of our encounter with the Steel Maiden.
We owe her so much. Truly.
I know this place is gloomy and all, but you don't need to make it gloomier with your attitudes.
You're right. We'd best pick up our spirits and our pace to Michelin.
A tombstone. I imagine it was built to honor the late Lance Maiden. Most likely it's the work of the Eisenritter. There were flowers too. I wonder if they were left by who I think they were. I wouldn't be surprised. No saying if we're gonna run into them during this, though. You might not want to be quite so trusting of that lot. Anyway, let's get moving. We don't have time to be dawdling here. Yeah, she's right. So if we enter a Reverie corridor, we should get a bunch of people joining, right?
New visitors registered.
Noel, Laura, Fee, and Celine. Add tag-alongs. I don't need to add that many. I already got a pretty basic kit going. But adding more players will definitely help.
Let's just have fun.
Oh, shucks.
Huh.
You got me.
Go easy on me. Well played.
Okay, got Gaius.
Game start.
Gotcha!
My last.
Hey, what's new?
What intriguing turn of events. Seeing the Reverie Corridor, the Land of Trials, re-emerge in this manner. I'll happily step foot inside and challenge it once more if that's what it takes. Both to bring myself to yet new heights as a swordsman, and also help bring an end to everything that's befallen Crossbell.
Got stuff going on?
It's not too bad in here. Kinda nice. Reminds me of the more secluded places back in Trista. I feel like taking a nap. Yep, I'm gonna lie down for a bit. Oh, that sounds great. I think I'll join you. You can sleep when we get out of here.
Say something or don't. Come on.
Feels nice being back in this form again. I've had to run around as a human so much I nearly forgot what this was like. Hey, do you hear that? That kitty talked. Now there's something you don't see every day. Says the literal talking doll.
Notice anything strange?
Something tells me the Reverie Corridor is going to whip me into shape like nothing ever has before. The last thing I want is for Crossbell to fall into more danger than it already has. The stakes are too high. I'll apply everything I've learned as a guardsman to help get us through this. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails in the Reverie. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.